Hey YouTube, hey, Georgia Bigfoot here. Quick review about the Sam's Club Members Mark Food Service Nacho Cheese Sauce. I want to say this is the 106 ounce container. I do want to say I am a huge fan of the Rico's cheese sauce, but I've been very curious about this. A lot of Sam's Clubs carry the Rico's, which is famous from San Antonio, Texas, but I keep seeing reviews about the Nacho cheese sauce Members Mark product, and you rarely ever see this at Sam's Club. I mean, it's kind of elusive and hard to get. So I'm going to open it up here in a moment with my trusty can opener, and I got some Betty Crocker containers, a 72 ouncer and a 43 ouncer from the dollar store, and I'm going to transfer it to these and heat some of it up, and let's see what it tastes like. One thing I want to point out as I'm using this can opener on it, this type of can opener, of course, removes the lid from the top of the can. And what is nice about this product is it comes with a removable and resealable lid, which had I used a traditional can opener, obviously when I was done with the product or having used the product, it has this airtight lid on it. Something that is hard to find in this size container of product. I do want to mention real quick the nutrition facts on it. This is for a quarter of a cup. It is 80 calories. It's 550 milligrams of sodium. For a quarter cup, 62 grams, which is roughly a little bit more than 2 ounces. Also, what I find interesting on here, it says no artificial flavors or synthetic colors. And then over on this side, it says cheddar cheese with jalapeno pepper and tomato notes in a mild to medium heat level. Preparations instructions, it says it's ready to eat. It says serve at a minimum temperature of 140 degrees. So anyway, I just ran the lid around, the can opener around it, and it looks like with this, we're gonna be able to pull it off, and that's what it looks like. I will say this, I am under some soft white lights, and it's, at least on my camera, giving a very bright yellow color. It actually has more of a darker yellow color. So it looks very tasty. It smells fantastic. We're gonna transfer some to these containers. We're also gonna enjoy some with some brown tortilla chips here in just a moment. Okay, so I've transferred some of this cheese sauce into the Sunbeam microwave that I actually bought on a Black Friday special in 2015, I believe. So almost 3 years ago. And it's still working like a champ. So let's heat it up a little bit. All right, so I've gotten the cheese out of the microwave, and it's fantastic. I love it. It's a little different than Rico's, and I'm enjoying it with these Don Lupe jalapeno peppers. But for those of y'all in the food service business who know, the Rico's brand jalapenos are delicious, as well as the ones by Regal Foods. That's R-E-G-A-L, because they're a crunchy sliced jalapeno. They're hard to find, but they're delicious. So anyway, this 106 ounce product cost me something like $6.99. Whereas if you go to the store, a regular grocer, and you can find the Rico's, it's a 15 ounce can for $2. So this is a considerable value. Of course, the Rico's in this size container is comparably priced at Sam's Club at somewhere around $7 as well. So, but I'm really pleased with this. It tastes really good. It's worth checking out. If y'all haven't had this before, you should get some. It makes for fantastic, delicious snacking. I'm going to transfer this in a moment to these containers and show y'all what that looks like. And hang in there for just a moment. I do want to quickly give a shout out to Don Lupe and say that these jalapenos are very tasty. They have a very delicious flavor. They're not too hot. They're not too mild. I do wish they were a little crisper, but they've got great texture and they're fantastic. They pair well with this cheese. I went with the whole ones. I prefer to slice them up myself, but I'm sure the nacho slices are equally delicious. So I've been transferring this to this container, and I want to point out the solids in this cheese. As I've poured it out, you can see how it's layered out. I mean, it's not like it's like a soup. I mean, this is at room temperature, about 74 degrees, and look how thick that is. Look how thick and rich that cheese product is. That's a 72-ounce container, and I've still got a ways to go. I'm going to pour some in here, and I'm also going to pour it in a mid-sized container, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so thanks for watching. I was able to get most of it out of the can, transfer to these 2 containers, and I consumed probably about 7 or 8 ounces of product. As I quote tested it, it's very tasty. I like it a lot. One thing to note, I don't know if it's going to show up in here, but there are little specks of jalapeno in the cheese dip, which I like seeing. That's something you don't see in Rico's, and it is very sparse. It doesn't show up a lot, but it does show up, and it's a nice touch. Anyway, thanks for watching. As you know, one of the big secrets of Sam's Club is their Members Mark food service products. Y'all make it a great day. One more thing to point out, this cleaned up pretty well, and even with the top can opener, it still retains the lip necessary to use the enclosed resealable lid. So while that's not your best storage container in the world, it's a free storage container included with your nacho cheese sauce purchase from Sam's Club. So something to consider. If anything, we can store some, I don't know, dog food in there, you know?